Um, I hope many of you will bear with me as I just got my schedule. And it seems that there are going to be days where I'm going into work much earlier than expected, like yesterday. And so I won't really be able to do videos on those days. Any other day, though, I'll be able to do them. The good news is, Saturdays we will be live streaming. Had just a brief discussion with the boss, and guess what? He already had me worked out for just Saturdays off. So I was like, well, that's great, because I usually play test a game on that night, and I do live streams on those mornings. It was like, great, then I'll just do you for Saturdays off. And then I have another day floating around during the week, usually like Tuesday or Wednesday. So, there will be some days where I will announce, hey, I'm working a little early, I won't be here for the readings. However, that does not mean I won't make them up, and today is no exception. I know today is usually Straight Tarot Tuesday, but we're also doing a Moonology Monday makeup session. So, here's what I'm going to do. We are going to use 3 Moonology manifestation cards, of course. I'm going to pull them down here. And then we will do 3 tarot cards. And we'll use 1 card as a significator. How about that? So, some days are not going to be as themed as others. And we may have fewer videos during the week, but that's okay. Because again, I will make it up. Somehow, some way, I will make it up. Okay, so. And also, some days I may have to just do some makeups during the live stream. So it would benefit you to check out our live streams. Those will be Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. And after that, you can just come hang out with me. You can talk with me. Hey, if you want, you can even jump on video with me. It's perfectly fine. And you can do audio, you can do video, you can do whatever you want. So, let's have a look, starting with the significator, which is 6 of Swords in reverse. So we're not really moving on to anything. In fact, we're not moving. It seems that we're stuck in the past right now. And with the veil going back into place, the thing you should know is the reason that it was at its thinnest was because it's a veil. It's not a curtain, it's not a wall. It's a very thin partition between this world and the next. And some have had trouble moving on. But we're not talking about those who have passed away. We're not talking about those who have moved on. Though there are ways you can honor them as well. And I hope you did last night. I did, as I lit my candle on my altar. But what is it you're having trouble moving on from? Let's have a look at the Moonology cards and try to get this out of the way. So, we have a last quarter moon in Virgo. We have a last quarter moon in Aquarius, holy crap. And then we have a full moon in Leo. So what it's telling you right here is, first, you're going to have to pay a little bit of attention to detail. There's an old saying, the devil's in the details. Well, that happens to be true. And if you're not paying attention to those details, there's something you could miss. And when you miss that one thing, well, that's why things aren't working out so well, are they? Also, with this last quarter moon in Aquarius, you need to reflect on your priorities. So what is it that you want the most? What is it that you need to take care of the most? Those kinds of questions need to be answered. Because once you've attended to the details, once you've put it all together with your priorities, then you can go wild. You can actually have some fun with it. You can have fun succeeding where before you might have failed. This is what you need to do to learn from those past mistakes. Don't lament that they happened. As a matter of fact, I saw something on Twitter earlier today that said if you go back and you erase all the mistakes of your past, you also erase all the wisdom that comes with it. And I really wish this phone would shut the hell up. Don't you? Okay, I think we're safe now. But in any case, don't wish for an erasure of the past, of those mistakes. Don't go back and regret them. Again, this is sort of that Five of Cups moment where you have regret without really ever having learned anything. That is not the beginning of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen. The next thing, we're just going to turn over all three tarot cards. We've got a Four of Wands in reverse. We've got the World. And then we have a Six of Shields in reverse. Starting with that Four of Wands in reverse, not a lot to celebrate. What I'm looking at overall, I can tell you this, is someone who is very depressed. Someone out there is feeling it. And they're all up in those feelings right now. Now there's good reason to kind of feel a certain way about certain situations. But there's what you're missing. The world and everything in it. You have everything it takes right here to really go forward and do many great things. But it would seem as though you're really not treating yourself very fairly. You're not being generous with both yourself. You're not really giving yourself that leg up. Don't you know, it doesn't take much to really kind of get yourself to the place you want to be. But the thing about the world is all good things must come to an end. That's not necessarily a terrible thing. Because with this is culmination. And so now, the question you have to answer for yourself is, how do you give back? Because giving back actually helps. But you're in the grip of financial difficulties, or your debts have become too difficult for you to handle alone. Many of your very real problems are difficult for you to handle alone. You will need to seek some help. And don't let the envy of those who are succeeding cripple your emotions. Don't let that jealousy turn your heart sour. Because remember, right now you're not succeeding. You're feeling something. You're feeling raw about it. I get it. And this is why some of you show up. This is why some of you come here, to get that straight, honest answer. You're kind of watching others celebrating. You're watching others get everything that you really think you deserve. But your good work has not exactly completely ended yet. Now this is the culmination, but you're still falling short somewhere. The question is, where are you falling short? And that's where attention to detail comes in very handy. You're going to have to look at these two cards. Are probably two of the most important, because they're telling you exactly the cause of all this. You know what? Let's see where you are. Let's see why you're getting these cards. Let's see, what detail are we missing? Well, we've got a Three of Shields in reverse, which means, yes, you're not working with someone else. Again, you will have to seek help. And the reason that you're not celebrating is because you're not seeking that help. You're watching others just blow past you. And that's becoming a real source of upset for you. Also, we've got a rebirth in reverse. So we're still stuck in that same holding pattern. We're not moving. We're not doing anything. It's still no surprise. And then this Nine of Swords upright, so it's keeping you up at night. You're gonna need to take some help. You're gonna have to prioritize. You're gonna have to bow out of some things. You can't handle everything on your own. That's just fact of the matter. And right now, that's what's hurting you. And a lot of the stress is taking place right there in your own mind. And you're not doing a lot to set your own mind at ease. So prioritize. Kind of take yourself out of some situations if you need to. Put a stop to some projects. Looks to me like you're working way too much and it's causing depression. And do you know what depression really is? Take it at its root words. De-rest. Your body, your mind, your spirit, occasionally they need deep rest in order for you to come back better than what you had before. Depression is also anger turned inward. You haven't been seeing to yourself lately. That's never a good thing. Don't overwork yourself. Take a step back from some things. What you'll find in the end is that you'll benefit very, very greatly from it. So that's everything I have for you. Also, I will be doing 2 shorts today on High Notes and YouTube Shorts. I'll be doing a card from each of these and we'll see just how they tie in. Alright, we might even get some unique perspective on them. In any case, I love you all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Start doing what lights you up. And as always, shine on. You know what? How about a little post-credit scene, because I got a little bit of time today. I just wanted to give you a little perspective on things. Now, I know. Right now, you're not feeling it. Maybe the wind's out of your sails. You know, pick whatever idiom you like to use. But the wind's out of your sails. You're just not feeling it. You're down. You're out. Whatever. You're tapping out for this round. I'd like to point you right back to this rebirth card. Notice those beings right there. Those are the spirits of your ancestors. And your ancestors went through a hell of a lot to get you here. For instance, just to get you, it took 2 parents. To get each of them, it took 2 parents each. Start doing the math. Trace it back a few generations. You'll see how many people it took to get you here to this point. You'll see what they had to do to get to this point. It took so many people just to get you here. And you're here in this moment in time right now. And you're thinking, I'm not special. I'm not these people. That'll never happen to me. Well, why not? I want you all to take a look at Tom MacDonald. Whether you agree with him or not is beside the point. And I want you to realize that that man is one of the wealthiest rappers out there right now. First year of his career, he did 20,000 physical copies of his debut album. His career, less than 1 year, 20,000 physical copies. That is a marvel in this day and age. He did it, and he continues to do it. He makes videos. He's going to drop a new one on Friday. He makes those. It's just him and his girlfriend, Nova Rockefeller. They make videos. They have friends that work with them occasionally. They pack every order themselves. They do it all by themselves. It's a crew of about maybe 4 to 5 people, ladies and gentlemen. 4 to 5 people. He did it without help from the record industry. He did it without help from anyone else but those few people. So why not you? And this is a guy who had everything going against him. He had drug use. Actually, I should say drug abuse. He had that going on. He was, had an addiction that was haunting him. Possibly even alcoholism. He was almost homeless. So why not you? What is stopping you right now? Time to identify it. And just remember, there was a card, a full moon in Leo, that lets you know you should go wild. Get those details first. Get those priorities together. And once you do, you can take off like a rocket. Just be careful not to sabotage yourself. Alright? Love you guys. Take care. Get out there and own this Tuesday. The day of Tyr. The day of justice. Justice for you, as long as you take the advice. But it's totally up to you. Alright? Take care. Love you guys.